That's annoying. Yeah. That's there. Horizontal. I gotta hit go live twice. Annoying. Alright, so I think both of them should be up now, then, right? Okay, one day. Okay, see that one. Perfect. You see both of them. Oh, okay. Real quick, we are just gonna finish setting up TikTok and then jump into the binders. We got notice, we got all that. I don't know what would fall under. Amy? I just saw fire red. Yeah, I'll just put on fire red for right now. This. Oh. Oh. Oh shit, this is dope. Okay. An original 151 binder. Oh shit, dude, already? Mason, appreciate the follows, appreciate the likes already. So what we are doing is we already have a binder where we kind of have a decent amount of original 151 cards. Some that are a little bit pricier because are a little bit nicer, like that Beedrill is really sick. But what it is this binder is kind of lackluster. So what we are doing is we're going to be moving all of this over to a Vault X. It's a 4x4, so I'm a little interested in how that's going to work out. I'm still trying to figure that whole situation out. But first step is taking out all the cards. This is my main collection where I'm basically just trying to collect as many nice like IRs, SIRs, any like full arts, that sort of thing for all the original 151 Pokemon. It's very new, so there's still a lot that can get done. And I've only been doing this for about like 3 or 4 months. So we shall see how we find more cards. Also, your setup and stream OBS is so so appreciate it. I actually use Meld. If you haven't checked out Meld, definitely do it. It's a lot less resource heavy. OBS is kind of wild when it uses it, but definitely check out Meld. Highly recommend it. Also, a lot of the stuff, I know I have the Go XLR here. This is actually going away. A lot of stuff is Elgato. If you haven't messed around with their stuff is insane, and they just had a bunch of new product get released recently. So I'm excited with all that that's coming out. It's supposed to be having lives and everything around it over the next week or two, but definitely worth taking a peek and checking all that out. But the super fun part, let's take everything out of this binder so we can start moving it over to the other one. A lot of these also are a bunch of vintage cards that my niece actually was holding on to for a while. So if anything, I'm just taking care of them in the meantime because I feel like at a certain point she might come back to it, but and start working on it. I also have collections of cards, like some of the more like high-end IRs that I think I'm going to be throwing into this collection in the future, but we'll start putting that all together once we have these all sort of sorted a little bit. Hey, appreciate the repost, appreciate the follow again. And see, this is already a pain when it comes to putting these all, at least trying to keep these all in order. Blastoise, Squirtle, Blastoise, so in that order. We're all good then, right? Nope, I did flip those back around. So we got therapy. Beedrill again. This is actually one of my favorite cards that I've picked up. Like, you wouldn't think Beedrill would have something like this insane, but that was like a $30-$35 card when I got it, and I think it's gone up to like $40-$45, which is crazy because Beedrill, you don't think that Pokemon was gonna get a lot of love, but it did, and it is. I feel like it's also just because if you are trying to do a collection somewhat like this, there isn't a lot of cards for a lot of these Pokemon, so those definitely get pumped up. We do have Pidgey from Obsidian Flames, but it's the Japanese one, but I did end up finding that in English. Plus I had the Pidgeotto and the Pidgeot, so we got the full line in that stack. So this one is going to go into my Japanese IR collection, or Japanese hits. We got Rattata here, and I actually have got this Raticate, Team Rocket's Raticate from, I believe, Justin Rivals. We'll throw that over there. So Raticate, you have been updated. Then we got Spearow. Where did this just come from? There's like a third sleeve in there. So Spearow. Oh. Two in here, so you can go over there. Seconds. There. Barbomb. Shoe. Sandshrew. No. Get all these here. Sandslash. Nidoran, Nidorina. Nidoqueen, Nidoran. Nidorino, and then where is our little pile? Because we have finally was able to pick up a Nidoking, so that will be getting slotted in there, which I do have a Pikachu and a Raichu, so that'll be, I forgot to put in here already. Hey, we'll just have to do that as we're putting them into the other binder. Clefairy and Clefable. I actually do have now the Journey Together SIR Lily's Clefable, but we're actually working on a Journey Together master set, so that's going to stay over there with that. So that'll be something that we end up switching out later on, or I feel like there's a lot of just Lily's Clefairies in general, so I think we'll be able to get some version on it. I don't know if we'll end up getting another SIR for it, but we'll be able to do hopefully something with it future. But we're also not pushing for it because it's getting a little pricey just to be in this hobby for some reason. Ooh. A sleeve in a sleeve. Bioplume. Like, I don't know the proper way to have this headphone and this mic. There's Sec. This is also a new recent pickup. I don't even know from what this is from. I feel like I was just looking through a binder to find cool cards, especially when I was trying to find one of every Pokemon. And net. I've just been finding a bunch of random cards that I didn't know existed, to be honest. Again, I've only been in this for about 6 months, like truly collecting, so little by little I've just been finding more and more of some of the older sets that, again, I just didn't know about. So it's a nice little surprise, and we get to find the danger behind it is we keep finding more and more that we actually want. So we started here. Yeah, I'm currently still on the fence. I think we're like in 70-30 right now that we will be going for between Fire Red and Leaf Green. We are looking to get Leaf Green, and I have my reasons. First reason is I do kind of like the exclusives a little bit more on Leaf Green. Definitely have never done a playthrough with some of the other water starters, like not the water starters, the water exclusives that are like Slowbro and Starmie. I think would be where I would be starting out when it came to a water. I'm honestly leaning a little bit more towards Starmie because Starmie can do water attacks, ice attacks, psychic, and I'm pretty sure it can learn Thunderbolt. So I think that one, it'll come in very clutch in just being that versatile. Weeping Bell. And it's hard because I am a big Arcanine fan, but you can't deny the versatility of Ninetales just because they can learn dark or ghost type moves that I think are pretty insane. Pretty helpful just to have Pokemon that may not be dual typing, but they can learn dual typing moves. Especially with Dark, you're going to be going up against like Ghost type and Psychic type in any regard. That is going to come in very handy to have Pokemon that one won't be able to take super effective damage against, but also that can counter those types very nicely. Pseudo. How did this happen? Dodrio? Were you here? Were you backwards? Dodrio should be down here. Pseudo up here. Oh man. Take another look to make sure I even have these in the right order. So slower. I think I already know the Magnemite card that I want to get. It is Lieutenant Surge's Magnemite. Yeah, he just looks like he's having a great time with his trainer. Just looking super chill, super good vibes. I'm leaning towards that for the Magnemite card I eventually get. But the Magneton one has now been updated. I was about to grab a different one, but I remembered I had it over here somewhere. There it is. So the new Magneton that we just picked up. I believe this is a promo from the Surging Sparks ETB, which I have an ETB, but I'm glad I don't have to open it in order to get that card. Put that over there. Farfetch'd. Got off the sleeve in here. And perfect. I'll be updating some of these sleeves because they're a little battered. Oh, and that is the last sleeve there. One sec. Hey Mason, again, appreciate the follow, appreciate the likes on the live. This is our first live on this page because we recently got access. I didn't know when I was on my gaming page, which I have been debating going back to. You before needed 1,000 followers in order for you to go live. In this one, it was I think 50. That was all I needed, and then I was able to apply to get live access and just got approved. So I'm not happy. This is live stream. I don't even know what happened. I got flagged for something on TikTok Live, and I don't know what it was. Okay. I don't think I did anything, but we'll see. Guess we'll find out at another time. This is a real. I actually am a big fan of this Dugong card. I'm just surprised it's so cheap. It's literally like a couple bucks, like $3 or $4 for that card. Which I feel like that's what happens with a lot of these cards lately, especially when they first come out. Like new sets and expansions first come out, they all are super expensive, 20-30 bucks each, and then once we get to the next one, they drop like a crazy amount. They drop into like a couple bucks for most of them. I mean, obviously you have your big chase cards, you have your Charizards, your Pikachus, your Greninjas, all of those, but some of them really just stick around. They just kind of chill at a cheaper price point. I ain't gonna complain about it because then I get nice looking guys for super cheap. Hypno over here is down here. And then we got Krabby and Kingler. I need to find better versions of some of those guys. We are getting closer and closer to the end. Voltorb is super nice, super shiny. Big fan of it. Electrode. All these guys. Oh, I'm surprised I haven't. There are a couple I execute cards I have seen. I feel like I just haven't pulled the trigger on any of them. Executor. Cubone needs. There is one specific Cubone card. It is the Where did this image get? So this is the Cubone that I want for my collection. It's this specific one. It's in the Gem Pack 3. It's an exclusive for that set. I haven't got my hands on any of it, but this card does look really good. And I think this is the Cubone card that I want to get for this binder at some point. See what it's going for right now. It's got to pop up relatively soon. I think it's a big hitter for it. What's the number on it? Cubone. 407. Jump in. Really? Charting. I have way better luck finding things on price charting than I do. Yeah. 407. That's weird. Yeah. I think it looks super good. But for the low price tag, 70 bucks, we shall see. I feel like I don't see it very often even at shows, so I don't know. It might just be one that maybe we happen upon at some point. Texas. Can you even read that? Maybe I don't like that. This looks way too small. Make it smaller. Quickly look at this setting over. Chat. Trying to see if there's any settings where it's changing for them. There we go. We'll have it so that it's only on the screen for a bit. I don't know if I like it being there permanently. The Merriwick. And then Lickitung is now being updated to this Lickitung. I believe this is from Temporal Forces. Temporal Forces, so we'll be right there. Unchained Hitmonlee. And Coughing stays, but this Wheezing is getting updated over to this guy. So Wheezing. Ouch. Rhyhorn, I'm assuming you have 2 cards in here. You do. Just go to the side for now. Yeah, right. Should be right down right here. I don't think I have a Chansey card, but I have a Chansey card in mind. Tangela, you can be sleeved, but you'll be getting bumped out because now we have this Tangela that I think is from 151. We got this one now. I don't like how that one feels. I think Tangle. Kangaskhan that is double sleeved. There's 2 cards in this one sleeve. How did neither card come out of this? Whatever. Anyways. We are almost to the end of taking these all out, and I think I'm just going to slide in the new ones into the new binder, and then we're going to have to do the actual organization and thought process behind it at another time, because it's already getting later than I was expecting this to take. Start you. Got a couple of like these older like vintage hollow Staryus. I think I need to look through and see if I want to switch this one up. I know there's some Starmies, specifically Misty Starmies, that are really nice. And we got this Mr. Mime from 151. Not much in the Scyther category. I literally just got this one from Paldean Fates because I like this is the only thing that isn't just a basic Scyther. At least it's a shiny. But Jinx, you are getting pumped out. Stack would be go. And we'll bump out this Mew. Bam. Found this new one of Jinx that I didn't even know this one existed. Kind of happened upon it while the card show this past weekend. Magmar. I do really love this Pinsir from Twilight Masquerade. Yeah, you just look like having a good time. I'm at it. Tauros, I feel like should have something. Surprised. I have to look into that. I'd be in for getting a nicer Tauros. Now, when it comes to Magikarp, there is the Holy Grail, that Paldean Fates Magikarp that is like 300 or like 250, 200 bucks, somewhere in that range. Be dope. I feel like I've had other Gyarados. I don't know where they're at. Not 100% sure where they're at. Lapras, we do have this one from Scarlet and Violet, the gold one, but I also have the one from Crown Zenith from the Galarian Gallery, like the little baby Lapras. That one's tempting. Swap out. We'll see. Speaking of Crown Zenith, Ditto. I do want to try to find more Ditto cards out there. I mean, EVs, I have, for sure have the promo. This one could be updated. And then I do want to get the one of Gary with all of these. So Jolteon, Larian. I think I have the Jolteon out of all of them. This is a very loose sleeve. I'm pretty sure I have the trainer with Jolteon so far, and I kind of want all of them for my set. Maybe it's Flareon. Maybe it is here. Sleeve just feels worn. These two stacks. That Corion's definitely gotta have another card. We gotta start making a third one before these all start sliding over. Alright. I'm gonna pick up this Omanite that's in Japanese, which is just a great move if you're looking for specific cards, but you want to save some money, go Japanese. Buto, Tops, Aerodactyl, you are getting an upgrade. How are you? Here these. Aerodactyl. And we got this Aerodactyl GX. So a little upgrade there to that guy. For the time being, we are going to continue to use this Snorlax. I actually do have the sleeping Snorlax, which I mean that makes sense. I mean that is Snorlax. But I have a full art one, and then this beat right here of an Articuno. Journey together. Thankfully, I do have two, so I have one in the master set, and there's going to be one in this set. And we got Zapdos, Moltres, we got Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite, and then the last two we do have a Mewtwo and a Mew, but those are getting some serious upgrades. We have the Batman Mewtwo, Romo from Scarlet and Violet. And then we have the Mew from the UPC that we ended up picking up, also from Scarlet and Violet. But both of these are great promos to have. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh, we have some more upgrades in here that I totally forgot about. Alright, so we'll do them as they come. So there's Meowth from Paldean Fates. Paldean Fates from Phantasmal Flames. We got Bulbasaur, we got Pikachu, we got a Raichu in here. We like that Charizard, but we do have a good amount of Charizards to pick from. We got that Zard. We also have some of the celebrations. So we got the Lance's Charizard, we got Blastoise from Celebrations, as well as Venusaur that we all picked up this weekend. Also the Mew. We might just have a celebrations page because we even got the Pikachu. A lot of these are Journey Together hits that we need. But we also got the Bulbasaur from Stellar. Put that to the side. And then these other two Charizards. We got the V-Star, the one that's the shared artwork with the Mewtwo, as well as the Sleeping Charizard. We got some to pick from. We have to. We gotta make some choices. We gotta do them kind of quick so that this doesn't take forever. All right, we gotta move the keyboard now because we need some space for all of this. Here, there. So I don't know why it looks so orange. This is like straight up red. I guess this kind of looks like fire red. But Voltex, let's get into it. Oh, go. Yeah, I don't know what I did to my TikTok live. I guess I pissed somebody off. Okay. I don't know how I want to do this. Because I was honestly debating I might do a little bit more deciding on what I want to do. Because the 4x4, so like on the first page, do this really quick. We'll just play some cards right now. But here on this first page, we got obviously all the starters. Venusaur. But I don't know if I want to start Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard there. Or if I want to do something like another like illustration rare that I really like, because I like this Bulbasaur, but I also have two other Bulbas. I have the Stellar Crown one, I have the 151 one. I can do Mega Evolutions for like Venusaur here as well. That way it's like a full line, and then the same thing with Charmander, Charmeleon. It's with the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. Because in here, any of the Mega Charizards that I have, which I mean, I got the one from the UPC that can go right here. So I'm kind of leaning towards that, but I also got to think how's that going to work with when there are different evolutionary lines, ones that aren't 3. Do I still want to do like a Mega or just like another illustration rare of a Pokemon in that line? I don't know yet. I feel like I'll have to put all the cards out and then figure out which one or which combination I like the best. We'll see. But I think we're just gonna, while I piece that thinking together, I think we're gonna wrap it up. We'll probably do another live later this week around this, or the master set that we're working on. We got a lot of product that we want to open up of Journey Together to see how many gaps we can close out from our master set. We're only at about like a third of the way there. We also haven't opened a lot, so it is a lot of commons and reverses. We have more hits than you would think, just because I've purchased a good amount of them from card shops, from crowd shows, all of that. So we kind of have a decent amount there. We honestly need more of the commons and uncommons, reverse hollows, all of that. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this up, and then we'll go ahead and get to that in the next one.